Right, welcome to this Battlefield terrain tutorial. Another quick tutorial showing you how fast it is, literally minutes it takes to manipulate pre-painted terrain from Gamemat.eu to get it to match in with some of the battle mats. So we're back on lava terrain. I've done a number of setups for this before, but for this one we're taking a terrain set that comes in green and grey and then switching it over into much darker tones, introducing some red, and then you can see the lava effect or the red chemical effect across here on this terrain piece. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done in this video. So this process involves the use of sprays to get a very fast result and a little bit of brush work, which literally took just a few minutes. So the terrain set that we're using is called Fallout Zone. It comes already in grey really, so it's not too far off. Thankfully it's not too far off what we're looking for. And as it sits on this lava battle mat here, it looks alright, but what I want to do is try and manipulate the colours to get a closer tone. And then the set itself, the feature colour is green. This flowing chemical across here in this pit actually comes in green, so we've been able to change that around to red to match up with the theme of the table. In the Fallout Zone set you get one of these, this large structure across here. It's great for gaming. You've got an edge across here and space on top for putting models. You get a large ruin. You get 2 of those ruins, and you also get 3 of these, 1 here and then 2 across there. You also get some boxes and barricades, which I haven't featured in this video. So I've done the rest of the terrain. It's taken me about 10 to 15 minutes to change the entire set apart from this piece across here. So as I said, it's already pretty close. What we're trying to do is pick up some of the colours here. We've got blacks, grey, then orange, red running through the lava. I'm just going to try and bring that over into this terrain piece. It's very neutral. There's no real colours being introduced here, so it kind of doesn't quite match in. So the first colour we're going to do, and I'll run through the colours first. So we've got Primer Matte Black from Army Painter. Then we have Uniform Grey, or you can easily use Ash Grey is another good match as well. And then our spot colour, feature colour, to get this to tone in just right, is just some red spray here. Pure red, I think, from Army Painter is the one that I'm using, and that's the final colour that goes on. So you're not going to see, it's going to be subtle changes to this, but it's just specifically to get it to match in with this mat. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the black first, going to spray that into all the darkest corners, and then just a light spray in patches across all of it. They have pre-painted some of the metallics, so I'll be careful not to completely cover those, but I will flick them a little bit with the spray. And what it'll do is the highlighting on this is quite harsh, so the sprays will tone it down, it'll blend it, make it a bit smooth. If you see the difference, quite harsh and then more smoothed out. It's only sprays that have done that, there's no brush work involved. But we'll put the first colour on, just a bit of this matte black spray. I'll do that stage and then show you how it looks. So I've sprayed around it. It's not entirely covered, as you can see, but it's just introduced more black into this, especially into the darker areas, and then flicked it across the rest. We'll just move on. The next stage, take a Uniform Grey or Ash Grey, which is a little bit lighter, and then spraying that. I'm going to come in at angles now this time, so especially aiming for corners and edges is the main area. It's going to just create a natural edge, natural highlight for you without having to do any brush work. So those kind of tips, this area here, perhaps the foot of the ruin just here as well, just aim for those. Not go over the top, don't want to go too much to destroy the black that's been done, but spraying in at an angle. We'll do that next with the Uniform Grey. Alright, so that's the Ash Grey. Just a gentle spray with that. Coming in at the angles to just caught the edge of this just nicely, so it's like it's highlighting it for us. Final colour is, and this has taken me seconds, I've done this in about 60 seconds I've spent on this, and you're not using many materials because you're just going very gently with sprays, not using very much spray either. So this is extremely cost-effective way of just switching this over. And then we're going for pure red. You can go for a slightly darker tone if you wish, but just a general red spray. And then what we'll do with this one, you can see it here, it's just little patches, just catching areas, not a general spray, not letting it concentrate too much, but just gentle hazy patches just dotted around this, and that'll bring in that red tone into this. It's quite neutral, there's no colours running through this, and we're just going to switch it over to a red tone. Alright, so you can see the red going on. just in little patches, just gently being put on just in places, and that just changes the tone over to that red kind of colour, and that's pretty much it. So I've run that across, I had all the terrain pieces across it. It's literally taken me a few minutes. So that's that done. It's not really much else to say really. I haven't done any highlighting. If you really wanted to crisp it up, you could take a light grey and just give it a gentle highlight, and that catch the edges even stronger if you wish, but it seems to work just fine without it. As for this, it comes green, 2 colours, red and yellow. Painted it red first, just gently filled it in. The paint's actually still wet, that's why it's still got that shimmer to it. Then I don't need orange, I'll just take yellow afterwards, clean the brush, take yellow, and then dab the yellow in with an artist brush, and then just start with yellow here and then run it down the wet paint just to create those streaks coming through. And then it starts to mix as you manipulate the yellow paint, and it naturally mixes into orange. So just 2 paints required, red and then yellow, just to get that effect. And to switch that over from green, just 1 coat's done it, switch it over from green over to red, and then that completes the whole theme, switching over to this lava theme, and you have a bold looking something like this. You've added extra accessories, other terrain pieces as well, but it just shows you how you can take a terrain set from Gamemat.eu and then switch it over within a matter of minutes, and you've got yourself a nice themed table where the mat and the terrain match in just nicely. So that's the video. Nice quick switch over, just showing you how easy it can be done. And the same principle can be used for different terrain sets. I've done this for city fighting terrain, for snow, for desert. Take a terrain set, switch the colours over to get in to match in with the mat that you have. I'll put links below for the mat and for this terrain set from Gamemat.eu, so you can follow those links. I'll also leave a discount code that you can use that works across the store for 11% off their mats and also their terrain as well. Keep a lookout for more videos, just showing you some quick tips about terrain, showing you how easy it is. There's no reason why you can't create tables like this for your own games of Warhammer 40,000. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.